Hello, we're live. How are you? Our visionary entrepreneurs and change makers. Nice to see you again on Thursday. Every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, we have the inspiration and implementation time live with Spring. I've been doing this for over 1 year. I hope you'll be enjoying it and got some chance to watch our previous episodes and find it very valuable. And so far, I've been keeping to do this Facebook Live every time with different new topic, with our about the new mindset, new strategies and tactics, sometimes tips, and best practices. I hope you found this very helpful to you. And what's about today's topic? And by the way, if you are watching either live or replay, welcome to greet to us and just comment under this video where you come from and what is your thought. What was your first thought when you were looking at this title? Today's topic is about what is your best version to present in the market. So when you saw this, what did you think? And what kind of experience you had? Please feel free to share. And today, to your surprise, I'm not talking about how to make yourself, for example, pretty in front of a camera. So this is not about how to make yourself not just confident or makes how to say beautiful in front of a camera. This is more about what you can present within yourself to share with this world. So it's really like a connect inside with this world. But is this also about when you think about the best version? Does this thing is all about like your happy, your joy, your how to say your positive sides, all these kind of great things? Will that be just the best version of you? So let's see what we could share today. Actually, so how could you also today is the topic is also not just about what is your best version, how to leave that out. And then it's also how could you live your best version every day and also present in the market at the same time. So it's both about clarify what is your best version and then is how to present in the market. Okay, so are you excited? I know quite many of our entrepreneurs every day we are maybe challenging, not just because we are afraid of a camera, but it's more about we are not sure what should we present, right? Not just about what topic, but sometimes we may be struggling about like what side of me should I show and how much should I keep to myself, how much am I comfortable to share to the world, right? So this topic is really about what you could share with this world, and at the same time do not lose your how to say how to say the genuine and also the authentic self. Okay, so today I want to focus on three aspects. The first part is about your best version is what is live your clear and or purpose and mission. So when you want what is your best version is really if you are not sure, for example, what is your best purpose, what is your passion, what is your mission in this world, basically what is the meaning of you to be presenting in the market, right? So what can you contribute to this world? That's very important. That's the root question you need first to answer to yourself. So that means like when you, for example, if you are not quite sure about what is your purpose, why you are doing this business for, is just for making more money, or it's just basically you grasp some convenient opportunities so you can just how to say make some quick money, right? So that is not the best thing you can share with this world. To really give your best version to the world, that means also give your best values to the world. That means you first live and be clear about your purpose and your mission and live on it every day with your passion. So only when you are clear about what's inside of yourself, what you are for, why you are here, why you're doing this business, then you can really deliver that kind of a passion and great values to other people. Okay, so from persons to groups or to any organizations, any kind of like from individuals to enterprises, every one of us, we should have a clear purpose, why we are doing what we are doing, right? Even though you say, oh, I love what I'm doing, but you need to clarify that to yourself first, and then you can present to the world why you are loving doing what you love. Okay, what is the purpose in there, and what is the, how to say, the aim of it, what is the end benefits to other people. Okay, so for example, my purpose, you can see actually basically from my page, my Facebook page is called Spring Zheng, but not just Spring Zheng, because Spring Zheng is my profile name, right? I added my very briefly with the words limit I can add is my basic purpose is love, serve, and fulfill. That's my purpose. I'm here. I'm doing what I'm doing here. And also in my motto, I actually put that under my email signature. My motto is love never fails, live in faith, passions, and abundance. So this, from all this, you can see my purpose, my values in this world, and what I'm really doing this business for. Okay, and another example, it's actually I want to show you some physical products. Actually, yesterday I worked with my meetup group members and the co-leaders. We designed this pamphlet, or you can see a handout, because this weekend we will have a meeting called a small group kickoff in the church. We want to present our meetup group. It's called a Rising Entrepreneurs, and then we have the opportunity to hand out what we are for, right? What we are doing. So we designed this. It's our first. We've been running for almost 1 year. So this is our first handout. It's like you can fold 4 sides of it. And this one we start with introducing what is our mission. So this is very important. I can share with you here. So we share that our name is a Rising Entrepreneur Small Group, and we are people sharing our dreams and passions, discovering our purposes, exploring our vulnerability, learning about what God has for us in life and business through Scripture and the Holy Spirit, and supporting each other to create things greater than ourselves, to better serve others and honor God. And in a Rising Entrepreneurs Group, or create a safe space for sharing experiences, ideas, and resources, praying for one another and providing accountability and support to each other on the journey of entrepreneurship. So does that sound very attractive to you as a group? And this is our brief introduction, and then inside of it, we have an introduction about what our challenges are as entrepreneurs, and our pictures when we are meeting together, and then what's the goals to commune with each other to build up this community. And at the end is also how we balance our life and work to gather as a group and also enjoy life, right? So have a play and a fun as well. So this is a whole picture of our group. Hi, Beverly. I saw Beverly join us earlier. I hope you can show up and also share what's your thoughts about your best version. So here I just briefly shared both personally and also like a group or organization's mission could be. If you had an experience by working with a corporate, every corporate, they will have a great mission statement or their vision statement to share with their employees to gather everybody together. So this is very important for you if you are entrepreneurs working by yourself, solopreneur, for example, and you need to have this vision, your purpose, and or mission statement to guide yourself. So to help yourself anchored every day, you have the clear direction and guidance to move forward and can keep motivate you. And if you are an organization or business owner, right, you have a whole business, you have a team, or you have a group, or you are leaders of a communities, you need to also clarify your purpose mission for this group and where you can meet people for. And that this kind of a mission or vision statement could really glue people together and call them work together for the common purpose and also common benefits, right? So I hope that is inspiring to you. And so that's the first side about your best version. It's first you need to live with a clear purpose, with mission, and live on it every day with passion. Okay, so that's the first part of our best version. And what's the second? The second one is really connect with and show your strength. What means your strength? Here I basically have 3 aspects of your strength. First is your credibility background. That's the easiest one, something you will already build up. Most people pay attention to this part. For example, if professionals, right, if they are looking for a new job opportunity, they focus on this part. They, for example, their educational background and their working experiences, what they've already achieved before. So that's a credibility background. And then for entrepreneurs, actually, for entrepreneurs and also business owners, our credibility background also including our educational background, our previous working experience, and it's also especially about our entrepreneurship and the business creation, our successful, our past success, our past achievements, our past awards. All these kind of things are your background with credibility, right? And as a first aspect of your strengths. The second of your strengths is your ongoing wins and success. This would including, for example, the awards you are getting, the honors, and the success with your clients, or great results you created with your clients, and also your success in your own business. What, for example, personal progress, personal growth, and your business growth, and then your case studies, your best practice, okay, and then your testimonials from the customers. All this will be your ongoing success and wins. That's your this is second aspect of your strength as well. And the third part of your strength is really about your expertise and the gifts. This is especially for our entrepreneurs and business owners. After being exploring and developing in the business for quite a while, you should be very clear about what is your special zone, what is your sweet spot, what is your we call it niche, right? What is your niche, where you are good at, what are your special skills, and what are your outstanding gifts. For example, you will want every entrepreneur and business owner, you want to present as an expert and leader in your field, right? So, for example, your special gifts could be including your creativity, your visionary side, your intuition, your people skills, your communication skills, your speaking skills, or different all things that you are good at creating or designing. Everything like something make you special and outstanding. Okay, so this is your expertise and strengths. The third aspect, your gifts, some including your born natural gifts. But I believe, for example, I love Celine Dion, but not everybody could be like Celine Dion, was born with a beautiful, like a heavenly voice, right? So, but you can, through the years of development, you can find out where you are good at from people's feedback and also from your personal experience to say, oh, where I've been doing good, where my clients have been getting the best benefits from me instead of from others, right? So through all this development, you can find your gifts. Where are your true strengths? Okay, so that's the second big part of your best version. So far from the number one, your purpose, your mission, and the passion. So every day showing your great energy, your clear why, and every day showing your passion, right? That's the one. And then connect and show your strengths, your great side, your positive side, your wins, your success side. Okay, so far all are fancy and great, right? And then how about the third part? Can you guess? Feel free, if you are watching this replay, feel free to comment what is the third aspect. Today I also want to emphasize the third aspect. So not just the fancy or the rosy, beautiful parts, the positive part, the success part, and then what's the third aspect of your best version? Can you guess that? Feel free to comment now under the video. Then I will share with you what is it about. So the third one is actually be open on your vulnerability and feel free to share, including your weakness and the soft part. And many of our entrepreneurs and business owners as well, we are not sure sometimes how much we want to share in the public, and we try to hide. And for example, our sad side, or sometimes our struggling side, sometimes our our not so positive or fancy side. We do not want to share with people, right? We always want to just share the best version of us. The best part is like traditionally we define like our positive side, our successful side, always like joyful side, and happy moments every day. But how about the another half of us, another half, or maybe even more? When people say happiness is just moments, that's not just wrong, right? It's really happiness could be like a come and go. You could be happy for some moments, but nobody could really be happy 24 hours, right? Okay, minus those sleeping hours, nobody can really like over 10 hours to be fully happy. Even the happiness coach, I used to be started as a happiness coach. I could not say I was happy all the time, right? We all, as entrepreneurs and business owners, especially if we are visionary entrepreneurs and also change makers, we have big vision, we have big mission, and that means we also meet more challenges and even tougher difficulties than like a majority people may meet. So that means our life, majority of our life could be like a downside, not really like every day at a high, right? And when people describe success, success is not always like every day you're at that success high. And for example, many people, they work hard for years and eventually, for example, some people work over 10 years, right, to create that success. So for example, that 10 years, they will stay low. And eventually after the 10 years, someday they can get that high, right? Even that high could be also fluctuate and bumping. And also it's similar like in how to say, the stock market. If you watch the stock market performance, right, the line is upside down and upside down like that. So similarly to our progress, sometimes we will get down, sometimes we get up. So we always meet quite some challenges, and that could impact our daily feelings, our daily moods, our daily like how to say presence in the world. So if you try to hide the majority part of your life, do you think you are still authentic to be in front of your audience, in front of the world? And also imagine how hard that could be, right? You pretend, some people try to pretend that they are happy and they are always like positive, successful on the upside. And that's very difficult for you to pretend all the times to be happy, right? And you will not, first for yourself, you will not feel like you are authentic to yourself. And then to your audience, it's not actually you are living the best inspiration and teaching with them. Because what we learn the best is really when we are downside, when we are low at a low time. And if we will always share people our fancy side, our positive side, our always like a growing side, that's great. People would be happy for your how to say, your best practice, your success. They will definitely learn from that. But actually, people, for yourself, you get the best breakthrough and the momentum from your downside, from the downside to get up, how to bounce up. That's the side you the place actually you learn the most, and also that's the best you can share with other people. So that's why I like my meetup group, the Arising Entrepreneurs group, because we are all, this one is special because we founded this and started up from our church. So in our church, everybody, because our faith, we are connected based on the faith in God. And another side is like we are true to ourselves, so we can share in from the beginning. When we build up this group, we set up this kind of missions also to build up a safe place for entrepreneurs gathered together to share. Feel free to share not just their great side, but also their weakness, their frustration, their sadness, and their brokenness. And also, let's say here, see, we even highlighted it. We even highlighted it here in the middle, like what we feel. Sometimes we will feel like a great anxiety, loneliness, discouragement, and or self-doubt. So that's where we want to create a safe place for people can connect and share, so that they can get the freedom of being themselves. So what is the best version of yourself? Here is the third part, is really your weak side, your vulnerability side. And that's actually majority time of our life. And we want to really use those opportunities to grow ourselves, and at the same time share that learning experience, share our strugglings, share our breakthroughs, share our growing with our audience, to share with them this true life exploration, discovery, and breakthroughs, so that they could also benefit it, and so that they can have the freedom and also courage to face their challenges. And for example, yesterday, actually, for this part, I should remind myself I've not been sharing enough so far yet. As a traditional my background, I came from China, so I had that conservative part of a philosophy and also culture in my blood, almost like in my blood. Yes, so we always try to like Asian people, right, especially Chinese people, as I know, we want to keep our face. Means like we want to keep our dignity in front of public. So normally we want to share only our positive side, our strong side, our strengths and good news, instead of like sharing bad news or strugglings or frustrations. We keep all those inside of ourselves. So have been in US for over now it's like 14 years, and in the coaching I've been in coaching over 9 years. So this is really a business that helped me to open up myself. At the beginning, I could not imagine I could share all this in front of a camera live with all of you. Because I started as a happiness coach, right? I only want to share with you the happiness, the good side, the passion, do what we love, instead of also sharing my strugglings. So I'm learning in this area to open myself more time from time, also more and more through my meetup group as well, to share first with those people I trust, those people who share the similar faith with me, so I feel safe to share with them. But now it's another challenge for me to really share to the public, people who may share totally different faith or totally different perspectives and also background from me. So not necessarily everyone is my like-minded people, right? So this takes courage and also openness for myself to really to share with you what I'm going through, right? So yesterday, actually, I shared with my, because of recently I've been so busy and trying to working on my business system, my funnels, and to try to also get better results. At the same time, I'm getting a new business opportunity on financial side and finance brokerage side. So it's quite like now two interesting, beautiful opportunities inside of in front of me. So I feel like myself is really stretched. My time especially is so stretched, especially with two kids still in my family, and at the same time I also have my marriage challenges. Have been like a really long time struggle for me to really build up the same common values with my husband. So it's all these kind of things make me feel like, especially yesterday, I feel like I feel so heavy, and I have, after working long hours at home, and I went outside, want to walk. So I walked around this beautiful neighborhood, Forest Hills. I shared some beautiful pictures before, if you know the Forest Hills in Queens of New York City. So it's a beautiful place. I feel so, normally sometimes you may take it granted after you've been living here so long, right? So, and yesterday, but I really need the nature to be surrounded by me. There are so many trees and gardens in this community. So I was walking on the sidewalks, passing by so many beautiful houses, and suddenly I saw one house. It's totally different from others. Why? Because others are all having like beautiful lawns and very exposure, big exposure and open space. To fully we can see the beautiful houses, all the Tudor houses, like 2 or 3, most are 3 floors, brick houses, beautiful styles. But only this house, where it caught my attention. It's like that house was fully hidden in like a trees, big trees and the bushes. And that moment, it's really connect with me. It's just like, oh my God, it's right like what I was feeling at that moment. I was trying to hide myself behind the work and also try not to open myself to share anything with other people. I just try to, for example, previously only try to share my positive side, rosy side, right? Instead of sharing my struggling side. And at that time, that house immediately got into my mind and also my heart. And fortunately, I brought my cell phone, so I shoot two photos of it, and also I shoot a photo of I was walking, so my feet was walking, and alone by myself, right? So I shared that at that moment, and immediately I was not thinking I want to share, but then at that time I was going through a breakthrough time of myself. It's really, do I necessary to be that house? Need to hide myself, bury myself in all these big trees and the bushes and almost my beauty. And that is three level or three floors of a big, beautiful two-door house. It's trying to hide from the public and nobody can really recognize its true beauty. So was I like that? I only showing people the beautiful, how to say, the exposure side, the beautiful side, instead of also my hidden side. That one I did not feel comfortable to share with this public. And at that moment, I realized that I do not necessarily need to be that house. This house is beautiful, but it has bigger potential than itself and then its position at that time. Its position that time was hiding, was trying not to be recognized by other people, not to be, realized of its beauty. But its true beauty should have been exposed, like how to say, to be really shared with this world, to bring the best benefits to this world, to show people how beautiful it is and what's the value it can add to the scenery, to the whole community, right? So I keep working, and I felt like I should not stay in that situation. I could get myself more open, like other beautiful houses, just to connect with this community and adding more values of what they are truly are. So at that moment, I get the inspiration to think more about that day. By the way, at the beginning, I felt very frustrated is because at the beginning, I also did not feel like I get enough support, both from my community members and also from my team members, also from my husband. So I did not feel like I get full support and understanding. And after seeing that, the hidden shy house, I get that inspiration to really connect and counting about the little blessings I've already been. In that community, in this beautiful environment, I almost forget how blessed I am, and my family has been, right? In this kind of a beautiful environment. We've been living a very comfortable living, and we do not need really every day to, like many other people, struggling for their, how to say, their house living, their, how to say, their materials, their basic needs. So, and also, and later that day, I also think about how I've been got to support eventually through, how to say, my patient communication, and the team members turn out to be supportive. And I get volunteers, I get team members work to get this handout out. So a version we are very proud of, our first version. So then we can attend the kickoff meeting at this weekend. So I've been thinking about all these little things. And initially we may have some misunderstandings, and eventually people are really trying to be supportive. Even though everyone has different perspectives, we cannot fully like change everyone instantly. But everyone really wants to work together, support each other to be successful, and also to be successful together, right? And also start to think about how I could share my gratitude to them, to just recognize every little things, big or small, right? They contributed and make the things happen. And also I been thinking about my husband, what he he has been, even though he sometimes could not fully understand what I've been going through, right, as a coach and also as an entrepreneur. But I'm also thinking about how much he's also contribute to our home and also to the kids. He brought the kids to play basketball and after his work, and also went to grocery to contribute more to the cleaning. So compared with like quite many years ago at the beginning, right, he's also now become more mature and more helpful. So why I be still being complaining about he's not fully at the same value stance with me. So as a coach, many of you, if you're a coach, maybe you understand that we have very high standards, right? Have much higher standards than normal people, than many other entrepreneurs in this world. So we have higher requirements and standards for ourselves lives. We also have that similar requirement to people around us. So I guess it's quite difficult and challenging to be our spouses, right, to live around us, to meet our high standards, our high values, our pursuits, our dreams, our visions, right? So we need to be more realistic and understandable and supportive to other people, especially the ones we love and stay close to us. So I was thinking about all this and trying to get all this, to pick up all these things I could be appreciative to those little things and those people around me. Previously I was complaining about them, and then I was thinking about the positive side, the supportive side they've been giving to me, and the loving side about them. Then I felt like when I changed my perspectives, everything changed. The storm inside my heart and my mind was relieved. And that time I felt also my feet, when I was walking, I felt like it's lighter. I could walk faster instead of like previously I was almost like dragging my feet to walk, felt like very hesitated to walk. So at that magic moment, I felt like I experienced my personal breakthrough. And I also want to share that learning moment with all of you, so that when you are meeting your frustrations, your discouragement, and your self-doubts, do not give up on yourself. And also do not hide. Do not try just to be always positive and great and to be that best, that not just your best version. The best version is really your full version, including your most time vulnerabilities. Really, to be realistic, vulnerabilities should be our majority time of us. And the success moments, victory moments actually is not so often, right? But we still should focus on how to celebrate, even when we are at the downtime, how to turn that into a learning moments and actually also celebrate that breakthrough from our, our brokenness, and also from our weakness to our positive side, to more celebrative side. So that kind of breakthroughs, I hope you could pick up every day and honestly, to connect with yourself and also share with your audience, so that you can benefit the best for them to learn from the most common strugglings as well. So actually, when you can be open to share your vulnerability, and that is a true freedom. Most people think freedom is get enough money, right, to be millionaires, or like even more, to have that financial or time freedom. That is not just a true freedom. The real freedom is really to be the authentic you, to be free and dare to share wherever you are, either at the upside or at the downside. That's a true freedom. And so be the whole version of yourself. So not just the perfect side, but also the imperfect side. You can feel free to share. That's a true freedom. So I hope all this sharing and also examples so far are very inspiring to you. Feel free to comment what you've been learning from today's topic. And at the end, so far we've already shared with you the big aspects, 3 aspects of your best version. So that's to be the whole version of you. What is the best version of you, okay? And then now the following question you may ask. So now we have discussed what is the best version to present in the market. Then what is the how part? And next step is how we can present our best version in the market and generate the results and also the impact we desire. So here I want, ask you, are you a visionary entrepreneur and also change maker who desire to provide great value in your expertise and present confidently in front of the public, in front of a camera, or in front of the market, and also attract more ideal clients to make a bigger impact in the world? So if so, I would now present a free gift to you. It's called Abundant Expert Content Creator. Some of you, if you attended my previous, I heard about this, and if you have not get a chance to really get access to this great tool, I would encourage you to take the action today, because this will totally change your game, not to help you really connect with your best version. And then the next step is really take the action to present it to the world and to really generate the results and impact. And if you've already got this tool, and this I call a secret weapon, I hope you've been using it. If you get a chance to use it, I would encourage you to share what's your best practice with it, what's your best learning with it, and what is great experience from it, and also including the downside as well. Be honest to share with me if you think any aspect I could also improve to make it even more helpful to you. I will welcome all your feedback. And also at the same time, please share this great tool, this great gift with other entrepreneurs and change makers, and who you think they will be benefited from it. So, and at the same time, don't worry about any competition. Some of our entrepreneurs, when they get great tools, then they may feel hesitate to share with others because they want to keep it for their best benefits. But think about it in another way. Every one of us is really unique. And also there is abundant market there prepared for each one of us, because every one of us, we have our unique niche, even though you are working in some similar niche. For example, if you work all with entrepreneurs, right? But our special gifts will get into like a different messages, different solutions, different approaches to help other people, right? So even the same tool, the same content creator, you will create different things to fully present your uniqueness, your perspectives, your philosophy, your values, right, and your solutions. So don't worry at all about this will create some competition for you or bring some negative things to you. Instead, if you share the best values, this is like a ripple effect. If you keep sharing great values with other people, to your network, to your community, not only you build up the expert and the leadership position in your community to be very welcomed, to be recognized as a very valuable business owner and entrepreneur. At the same time, this ripple effect will help other people also want to share their best resources with you. So eventually you will get the best benefits, right? And everyone get the best benefits in this kind of a mutual supportive and healthy, positive community environment. So I would encourage you to both use it yourself and for your best benefit, and also share with other people. Thank you so much. And by the way, I will share the link under this video so you will not miss it, okay? And if you are even watching this replay, I would welcome your feedback. What you learned, what's your takeaway from today's video? Share with us some of your insights or experience or your stories. We would definitely love to hear from you. Thank you so much. Wish you have a wonderful Thursday. Take care. We'll see you next Thursday. Bye.